Going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the Sunday markup. Now, for anyone that is new and doesn't know what the Sunday markup is, this is the stream where we go over the principle and points that we have put out for the Sunday markups that we give out every Sunday. Now, of course, it is Monday, so we're not actually doing the Sunday markups. We've already released them. So we're going to start things off by going over to our TradingView profile, as always. And if you're not already following, then make sure you do. We're so close to 500 followers. And you can see that we post every Sunday our euro and gold markups. Now, for this week, for last week, we had pretty simple ideas, as always, which was the trend to continue down. Our bias is short, and we would be looking for areas to sell from if price decided to pull back. But again, we're looking for a sell-off. You can go back and read all of this information if you'd like to, but we're looking for price action to sell lower. And you'll see in here that we get that move. We get that nice sell move down that gives us the best selling scenario possible. Now, it didn't offer a huge amount of entries. I think it gave about 2 or 3 entries, but it did give a really nice move. Now, coming into this week, you can see we have something similar. Now, this is again based off of the same principle. We're looking at the trajectory. So what is Institute doing? What average movement are Institute delivering at the moment? And they're averaging a relatively strong sell move. And we have an area of supply just above this average, and we're looking for price action to sell lower through the last created daily low, or for price action to pull back within this current range and tap into this area of supply. Now, if we tap into this area of supply and we drop down into the lows, we could see this averaging, giving us another reason for price to buy, but ultimately selling off again. Now, we are bearish, so like I said before, if we get any of these green moves happening, that is the most unlikely scenario. So we don't want to place all of our hope in price action going up and into this area, because the probability tells us that our bias will be correct and it won't pull back into these areas. So we'll look for price action to go low. And ultimately, you can see that we're looking for this low to be ran and price action to continue. Now you can see how I haven't drawn massive extended arrows here. I haven't given any targets here, because if price does deliver lower, we're into new territory. It's pretty similar to where the gold markup is, which we'll cover in a second. So I'll play this now, and you can see price action is starting to sell slightly lower here. Now, I do believe we could see a short-term push up and possibly even a liquidation of this high. If this is the case, then we're still looking for price to sell down back into that higher time frame trend. So just keep that in mind, and keep focused on the higher time frame principle. Don't get caught up in the lower time frame stuff. Let's go over to gold, because again, all of these markups are super simple, so there isn't anything crazy to go over. So last week on gold, and you go over to this one, so it's 30th of October. So last week, and again, you can go back and look, but we've been calling for all-time highs. All-time high, we have been calling for weeks. And we're just saying new all-time highs, new all-time highs, new all-time highs. We're not looking for sells. You know, the amount of people, if you look on TradingView, that are looking for sells on gold, are looking for buys on euro, it's really astonishing. But you'll see here that we blasted a new all-time high. Price action didn't quite get down to the area we wanted to buy from, but it did sweep out the low and offer, this low here, and offer a long entry to the upside, which I know some of our Discord members did follow. Now, coming into this week, we have the same principle here. We're not looking for price action to pull back significantly. We only have 2 points to reference here. We have the trajectory, which is very strong to the upside. People know this, very strong to the upside. We have no targets, because price is still looking for its new all-time high. We have a liquid low, which we have marked, which could be swept and price run higher. We also have an area of demand, which could give us a push up if price action gets to it. or we might fail through this and drop lower. Now, ultimately, we have plenty of lows priced to liquidate before it continues higher. So we're just looking for something along the lines of a small pullback to liquidate a low, then a new expansive move up. We're only looking for buys here, and you should be too. Don't try and anticipate price selling when it is clearly going up to new high points. The principle of when price is making new all-time highs, looking for sells is the most backwards concept on earth. So don't be one of those people. If it's making new all-time highs, follow that principle. And again, at the moment, price just putting in new highs and no pullback on the horizon yet, which is fine because, like I said before, the pullback is counter our bias, and we want our bias to be the main move within the market. We're not looking for price to counter our bias. We're looking for that bias extension. So that is the markup. Again, if you're not following me already on TradingView, then you can find the link for my account down below. You can read the literature based off of this. You can go back and look at all of the previous markups that we've given, because like I say, especially on gold, we've been calling for all-time highs on gold for so long, like the longest time. Let's go back like 3 pages and you'll see here. So overall, we're just looking for a simple move here on gold, either to run the 4-hour low, take us into a sell range, or we're looking for the range to go higher. To go higher and follow this through. All right, so that's what we're looking for, price action to follow back into that high move. Now, we did have a short period of selling on gold, but our bias was always we expect it to go up to new all-time highs. And again, that's just based off the higher time frame. So really, really simple. So if you want to follow along with those ideas, you can. But yeah, I hope everyone has enjoyed this markup session. Again, it's very short and simple. And I'll see you all in the live stream later on this afternoon. So have a great week, guys, and I'll